What's up, creeps? It's Jason. Of course, this is Justin, JDK, or whatever the fuck you want to call him today. Hello there, my vampire friend.
Hello, familiar.
Familiar. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, guys, we're doing a half review.
A little different today.
Yeah, because here's the deal. Last night, we got done. This was Saturday?
Saturday night.
And we're like, we're out. We're all going to Renfield, right?
Yep.
And some reason in the routes, the Renfield, you went right, I went left, and I went and saw The Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah.
And you saw Renfield. And
Yep.
I felt when I was walking into this, right, I'm like, making a way better decision than you guys are. So
Right.
we are not talking about Pope's Exorcist today. God help us.
No, we will be
Okay?
talking about that at some
That
point.
will come soon, probably Monday or Tuesday, okay? Whatever. When you're watching this, you're like, what day is it? Doesn't fucking matter. And the next video, too. But this is about Renfield and why I should go watch it or I shouldn't go watch
Why
it.
you should have gone to see it, why you should go see it,
Uh-huh.
and all those wonderful things.
I'm not buying it. Not buying it. So I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater, but because I love fucking my man Nic Cage, right?
Right, but-
and I love me a little Willie Caroline, right?
Right.
Caroline Williams, if you want to go there. That's Willie Caroline's not what I call her.
She's in the movie for a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
but
I mean, well, we're supporting her because she's coming to the Gathering of the Ghouls, right? But yet
she's
I
my
did.
favorite actress in the movie.
Okay, but I failed both of them, and I said, "Fuck
did.
it." I went the wrong way, and I went into a different theater.
Well, I'm glad you said the wrong way, because that is accurate. That is the wrong way.
Okay, all right. So I want to ask you some questions, right? Because there's 1,000 reviews. Oh,
Yeah, I would like to preface this
Yes,
really quick.
yeah.
I think this stems from, again, if you guys listen to Creepcast, which you should, all of
Yeah.
our episodes are on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube, everywhere.
and YouTube, yes. You don't even have to leave this channel.
Right. This all stems from a Warm Bodies review way back when. So I think Jason is just one of those dudes who was...
This is how Justin here at the store is such a heartthrob, all right? Because he says he says that I love movies like Warm Bodies, which make all the all the people attracted to you, like my god,
You know what it was?
you're such a sweetheart,
Man,
and I'm like, if you only fucking knew.
It was the smart answer. We had a question from people that were a fan question about what vampire movie would you live in if you had to.
Yeah.
And everybody's picking Fright Nights and everything. And
Yeah.
I picked Warm Bodies.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that distraction was.
no.
I saw an orb flying across the fucking thing. I mean,
I think you said vampire movie. It was zombie movie.
a zombie movie.
Yes,
yeah, sure.
yeah. Warm Bodies. I'm like vampire. What the fuck?
Vampire because Renfield. But yeah, zombie movie. And I said Warm Bodies.
Yeah.
And everybody else is laughing at me. I'm like, well, dude, they fall in love, which is rad, and they don't die. They just live forever.
The only person that died in that movie was me. Okay.
Yeah, so because of this is why Jason was so hard-headed about going to see it, even though he does love himself some Nic Cage.
I do love Nic Cage, but the lead it was the guy from Warm Bodies.
It
right?
is that guy.
Okay, I don't know his name. I think
He's
it's another Nick.
Yeah,
right.
Nick Holt, and
Okay.
he's in the Menu as the asshole boyfriend to.
Oh yeah.
not
Okay,
Smart
that's
with
him.
Anya
Right.
Taylor-Joy,
And I think
also
what was it?
Mad Max Fury Road,
Fury Road. That's right. Yeah.
and something else. I
Wasn't he
forget.
like huffing and shit or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. Respect.
Mad respect, but yeah,
That movie really brought me home, by the way. So, okay,
Right.
just the huffing part. So, all right, look, you went and saw Renfield, and you come in all glowing and shit like you're a vampire today and all this stuff, and you went and bought some fangs and you did all this stuff. So, I'm taking you like this movie.
I like this movie a lot.
Okay, all right. I got some questions. First off,
Okay.
all right. Nic Cage's performance in this, all right? And I know that's I already know because Nic Cage is the man, okay?
Right.
I mean, he could do a whole fucking movie called Willy's Wonderland, which I thought was a porno at one point. Totally got fooled by that. And not even say a word in the entire movie, but still make it a good fucking movie. So I know I'm going to hear great things, right?
Great things.
Okay, good.
Great things. Much
Then
like
he is Dracula. in
he
this.
is Dracula.
The Count.
And a cool fact, dude, I didn't know this until earlier this morning.
Yeah.
Apparently, his lifelong dream was to play Dracula in a movie.
So I heard this. I heard he wanted to play Dracula, Superman, and there's someone else, right?
Dracula, Superman, and
I think it was like Jackie Chan or something.
Something.
Yeah. So, but none of those other two came to fruition. But
Right.
now he got to be fucking.
Count Dracula.
Yes.
Which is a natural evolution. Nic Cage does kind of look like
He does have that,
Dracula.
right? And I can see just the way he talks. I can imagine. So, and I've seen some reviews. I've seen some stuff. So, he looks pretty good. So, good job on this. or
good
what?
job. And much like his co-star's performance in The Menu,
Yeah.
a chef's kiss.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
look at this. Okay.
Nice little pun right there.
Okay, so-
but yeah, and I think like the cool thing about this movie is, I mean, it's for everybody. I don't care if you're a family, if you're
really?
if you're into just the gore stuff,
Yeah.
horror stuff, comedy stuff. It's for everybody.
Okay.
So this is a perfect family night on Friday.
So-
Go see this movie.
So we hit the Nic Cage check mark, right? Good.
Checkbox.
All right. Nick Cage did a good job. Okay.
Yes.
Next question I have is, how is the vampire tropes to this? Is it do they steer off course? Do they come in? They stay like kind of traditional, or is it like? Because one thing I don't mind, you kind of bend in the rules a little bit, but I'm also very strict when it comes to vampire stuff. And this is why I love like subspecies, right?
Sure.
Right. Where you got Radu.
You got Radu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we saw a Radu tattoo the other day.
It was awesome.
In the shop. And whoever that guy was, I don't remember your name. I'm sorry, but fucking respect.
Mad respect.
Yes.
CB is going to be so pleased to see you.
Oh,
this
yeah.
August.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Charlie Band, by the way. This guy. So, how's the tropes? Is it kind of follow along?
I mean, they kick off with some of them, man. Like they're doing like the salt circle. They're doing like you got to be welcomed in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much everything.
Is there any like nod to the 1931 Dracula?
Boy, is there ever.
Good. Okay.
They lead off this film with that.
Really?
So that's also very nice. They replicate it to a T. It's actually really well done.
All right. Well, that's another check in the box.
I want to say the first 10 minutes. It's not a major spoiler, but a tiny little one. I mean, the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes of this film, he basically goes into the Pope or a priest. We don't really know.
Okay.
He like disintegrates and just flies into his open mouth, and explodes him. It just explodes his entire being.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, and it was rad.
Okay.
So I actually checked. This movie was rated R, I believe, for some. It said some violence and some gore. That was the verbatim. That was the thing. I don't know what movie they were watching, but I felt like I was watching Evil Dead.
Okay, well, that's my next question.
Okay.
How is the gore and the blood levels in these things? Because, look, I'm fucking... My time is valuable, and that's a lie because I do a lot of shit, not do nothing a lot of times. I sit back and I act like I'm doing stuff, but I'm really not.
Right.
But so I'm going to act like my time's valuable, and when I go see a movie, hence you just said Evil Dead, I want to see some gore, I want to see some splatter, I want to see some blood. What do I got? Do I get any of that?
Jason, let me just tell you,
yes.
There is so much gore in this movie.
Ooh.
I'm still seeing exploding corpses in my head.
Oh shit!
So there's limbs that come off. Oh. There's legs, arms, heads, torsos. He will actually take your arms and beat the fuck out of other people with said arms, torsos, legs, etc.
Oh.
It is violent.
Okay.
So
but
still you get the comedic value to it as well. So,
yeah, because it is a horror comedy.
It is a horror comedy.
In which, like, one of my favorite horror comedies of all time is Tucker and Dale, right?
Yeah.
Versus Evil. In fact, I watched it not yesterday, the day before yesterday, just to see a fucking wood chipper scene, and some gross impalement and shit like that, right?
Right.
But on that level, am I getting that level? Am I getting above that level?
I think this is above.
Oh,
I think it's above. I mean, this is my personal opinion.
Okay. Right. Well, that's cool. No, if I'm close, I'm happy.
Yeah, you're gonna be happy just based off your most recent film that you watched was Evil Dead. So right now you're just sitting on just violence, gore.
Okay.
You didn't have too much of the comedic value in Evil Dead. I mean, that's pretty much just get some, right?
Yeah.
But in this movie, you do get that comedic relief. But it's violent, dude. I'm talking from the moment this film starts to the moment this film ends. It's bodies, 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 and not the shitty film from last year. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Pete Davidson.
Shout out that loser.
Who,
Pete
by
Davidson.
the way, who's with fucking doing something with Art the Clown.
Who's currently destroying.
If you listen to our Creepcast episode just happened, we have a little talk about that before our power went out. Hey, our power's back on, by the way.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's 3 check boxes. Let me let's go one more. I know this is dumb because I don't care about this, but is the plot pretty cool? I mean, is it something that is worth a watch or what?
Yeah, the plot's cool. So basically, there's like
because Renfield, he's like a servant or or like
the familiar
henchman or something, right?
He's the familiar for Nic Cage, right? So he's the guy that goes out and brings him the corpses that he's going to suck the blood out of, right? And empower him and make him take over the world.
Yes.
But it basically starts off with Renfield, who is just in a narcissist relief group where he's just like sitting amongst like 10 other people trying to get the fuck out of that relationship. And it's really funny. And throughout that process, though, he finds himself in like a club, bar, night, restaurant, whatever. Right. And then there's like gang shit going on. And then basically, long story short, the police are corrupt.
Okay.
They're supporting this criminal arson shit going on.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't want to give too much away, but that's basically what's going on here.
Okay. All right.
So,
which is cool.
There is a nice plot. I actually really enjoyed this. Okay. It actually keeps you interested in what's going to happen throughout the third and final act of the film.
Yep.
And like I said, it keeps you waiting. So
all right. That's no check box. And my last check box is the pacing of this thing. Are you bored at all? Are you like, oh, God, I should have fucking went and watched The Pope's Exorcist or something?
Not at all. I'm going to bring up Evil Dead one more time because just like that movie, the perfect runtime, right?
Oh.
So one thing I loved about the Evil Dead, I got here. They leave you wanting more.
Okay.
Which is, I'd rather want more than want less, right?
Right.
So in this movie, I want to say they probably shaved, I think I read 30 to 40 minutes off of this.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you guys were cutting down. Okay,
right.
well, that's
I think
cool.
it was like 85 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay, then that's it, man. That's my attention span doesn't go much past that, right? So,
Right.
all right, well, damn, that's 5 check boxes. Maybe I should have went took a right instead of a left. All right, I've seen some reviews. I've seen people give these things some numbers, right? What let's go 10 out of 10. What are you rating this thing, man? And I know JDK, man. JDK's you're pretty tough on movies, okay? So a 3 for you is probably like a 4 for me. No, I'm just kidding. No, a 3 for you is like a 7 to me sometimes, man.
Right.
Well, what would you give Renfield?
I would give this movie a strong 7.5 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, see this
okay.
movie.
So it sounds fun.
Really fun, man. Wicked fun. I just thought this movie was like exactly what I wanted in a Nicolas Cage vampire movie.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Well, look, damn, I hate to say it, but you may have a better time than I did. So, not to spoil fucking Pope's Exorcist, but we'll do that to come here in about a day or two. Renfield, so it's a thumbs up. We're going to go watch this. Would you watch this with me again?
Oh, dude, yes, every day. Just like we did with Evil Dead. I'd go right back into the theater and watch it again.
All right. Well, fuck, man.
Keep fanging and banging.
Keep fanging and banging. What the that is the worst thing I've ever seen, but I love it. In fact, we're titling this Renfield, Fangin and Bangin, by the way. All right, we just came up with this title. This is how we work here. All right, so, well, there we go. Nic Cage, you did it again, my buddy. Shout out to this guy. I wish he'd ever come say hi to us, but he goes to every other horse shop except ours. But anyway, just kidding.
That's hilarious.
No, I'm not kidding. But, okay, goalettes. That was a guy and girls put together, all right, things. Fucking go see Renfield.